I actually forgot to ask this like a while back too, like during my first interview. Like usually, I had to step it up with like the questions nowadays too. So, what is your creative process like when you're making music, and what would a day in like making or recording music be like for you?
It totally depends. It totally depends who I'm working with. I try to make a habit of writing every day. So lately, I went back to doing something that was successful for me at the start of my career, which is something called the Skeve 16s. Hashtag Skeve 16, and it's where I pick a beat. It could be somebody's beat on YouTube. It could be a popular beat, like a remix, mixtape style type beat, and I do a 16-bar verse, and people seem to like them. So as far as writing and practicing, I'm always practicing writing. I'm a writer. I write all kinds of things. I write jokes. I write stories. I mean, hip-hop is my primary way that I express myself, so it always starts with a rap, usually, but there's been times, like some of the best songs I've ever made, like one of the best songs I ever made in my opinion is a song called Genocide from Wasted Talent, and that came about from, we had a dro beat and Meyer just started playing keys on it, and then I remember just belting out the hook out of nowhere, just Genocide, in my mind, while he's playing the keys, and I was like, oh, let me go in there and cut that, and those are the most beautiful moments. Those are the most beautiful moments when you're in the studio and something just comes to you like that and it sticks and it ends up slapping. So collabs are the best. I am that type of writer that likes to go in the corner and do my thing, but there's nothing even close to when you're in a writer's room. Like back when I was signed to what I call the label with the heavy cable, we did some songwriting sessions, and I went to songwriting school where I was trained to do songwriting sessions and be in songwriters' rooms. We went down to Nashville and wrote with some pop artists and country artists there, and then we brought that energy back home and did some songwriters' house or producers' house type songwriting sessions, whatever you want to call it. And that's a really fun process too, like pop writing with a group of people. I feel like I'm a very strong asset to any songwriter's room. That's something I've always felt, and the more I did it back then, I haven't done this so much lately, but it's something I still love and would like to do more of.
I don't know if people would really like ask you this like too, but like, how did you keep the stage name like Skevious Tips as like a part of your stage name by any chance?
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, the generic story is I walked into a studio. Well, no, I was 16, maybe 15. No, I was 16. And I ran into some homies from the neighborhood. They were on their way to another homie's house who I didn't know, who had a studio in his bedroom, in his closet. The mic was in the closet, and like clothes and everything, no gear, nothing, just a mic stand, a mic in a closet. And so I was like, yeah, no, I'll roll with, because they knew I rapped. But at that time, I was still like outside the high school with like straight up a binder full of raps that I'd written on Microsoft Word and typed out. And I would just bring them to school and fucking spit them like this, like I was reading the fucking Constitution or something, you know? And and so they knew I rapped, and I went to the studio with them. They asked if I wanted to cut a verse on their song. I went into my Word documents and I found one that fit the beat, and I kind of like wrote over it to like make it fit the beat even more while they were all recording their shit. And then end of the session, producer engineer goes, "What do you call yourself?" I said, "Fuck, I gotta think of something badass real quick." And it just came out. I was like, Skevious. Wait, Skevious Tips. And then over the years, I've been like, should I keep the name that I came up with on the spot in a random moment when I was a 16-year-old? And whatever, here I am. That's what everybody knows me by. A lot of my friends call me Skeves. It's too late to ever change it. So, yeah. shout out to me.
Gotta start off with like a good name too, and like I think like, just on the spot, like it's like very great in a way, and you know, not much to say from there. You know, like your name is your name, just like how like Marlo from The Wire said it. You know.
Yeah, I like what Joey Badass said one time. He was like, when somebody else asked him that question, he's like, I just want to think of something badass. I think his name's Joey. He's like, Joey Badass. Perfect answer. And that's essentially my answer. I was trying to think of something cool and original.